internet. So today we are going to continue with my new series showing you my absolute favorite product for each makeup category. I started my first episode of that last week, so if you'd like, down below I will include the new playlist I've created for this series so you can watch all those videos together as you catch up with them if you need to. Today I thought we would do a really fun one. I'm not doing these in any particular order, I'm just doing them as I feel inspired and as I know that I have an absolutely 100% solid recommendation to give you guys that is tried and tested by me. So today we're gonna do blushes because that is just such a fun one and it's something that I've been working on for years. I'm very pale, and so blush makes a huge difference on my face. It literally just brings life to it. So adding a little bit of color to my face makes me look so much healthier and awake, and I wanted to share with you my favorite products for formulation and color for the blush category. This is the Tarte Exposed Amazonian Clay Blush. The formulation for these blushes is amazing, you guys. It is really nothing special in the store, but something about the way that it applies and especially wears is extremely long lasting and easy to work with. They're not the most pigmented blushes, but the way they smooth on allows you to add a little bit more or a little bit less without having any kind of streaky look. Most of the blushes that I've tried and like from Tarte are the matte ones. I know they have quite a few shimmery ones, but in my opinion, they tend to go a little bit overboard when they go for shimmer. However, Exposed is one of those more kind of natural matte finishes. It is kind of a strange looking color in the pan. You're probably sitting there thinking, why am I calling a bronzer a blush? This is one of those nude blushes that when applied to the skin looks a little bit rosier than in the pan and just kind of adapts to your skin tone really well as well. So if you have a darker skin tone, this is going to come across as a little bit more like browny nude. If you're very pale on me, it comes across actually more as a pinky nude. And I just love how natural this looks. This is kind of your no blush blush that is especially great for work, for interviews, for anything like that where you kind of want to go for a look that looks like you're not actually wearing any blush, you just look extra healthy. For your classic bright pink category, my favorite for sure is Dior's Rosy Glow Blush. And this is actually one that adapts to your skin tone, so whatever it may be, this will work on you. This is the color 011 Petal. I actually don't think that the Rosy Glow collection has any other colors, so that's kind of weird that they do that. I do not like that they give you this huge thing where there's a brush that comes with that I lost a long time ago because it's not a great brush. So you end up with this big packaging. Not a fan of that. But I am a fan of the blush because it just kind of blends into your skin tone so well, and there's something unexpected about this neon pink color that looks like a true flush. So if you're looking for that kind of bitten weather kind of brightness that kind of being in cold weather blushing brings to your skin, then this is a really great way of achieving that. You want to apply this very sparingly. If you apply too much of it, it will look like it does in the pan, but with a light application, this is one of the most flattering blushes that I own. When I feel like I look especially sickly or tired, or if I've been traveling, this is the one that I reach for. If you want just choice and you want some illumination, maybe you want to combine the highlighter and blush steps together, the Ambient Lighting Blush Palette from Hourglass is a great way of achieving that. So this gives you three choices. A plummy one, which is not altogether different from Tarte's Exposed that I just showed you, but it has more shimmer to it, more sheen, because that is the aim of these blushes. There's a coral one in the middle that isn't actually my favorite. These two on the side or my favorite, or blending the pink and the coral are my favorite ways to wear these. Honestly, there isn't a huge difference between any of these applied on because these are just kind of a no blush blush option in that they are more sheer than any of the options that I showed you. These would be great for someone who struggles with applying too much blush or struggles with dry skin. For me, these are awesome because I just kind of smooth them on in the morning. You know, when the lighting isn't great, even if you try and have good lighting, somehow when it's dark outside and you've just woken up and you're going off to work, it can be so easy to apply too much blush because you just kind of keep going with it. These will really prevent you from doing that because they are blended with a highlighter. They mostly just kind of blend right into your skin. They are effortless. On my cheeks throughout Vlogmas, this is what I used every single day, so if you're wondering about that, there's your answer. That's it for my blush picks. I have dozens of blushes and these are honestly the only ones that I use, so I thought it would be fun to share that with you. And that is it for this installment of my all-time beauty favorites, and I will see you next week for that video or in my fashion video on Fridays as well, since now we're doing Makeup Mondays and Fashion Fridays, which is kind of fun. That's kind of a little alliteration for you right there. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you would like to catch the next installment, and I will see you next time. Bye!